All right, we'll get started with Mike Shildt. I think the first question we'll start with Kevin down in the front on the left.
Mike, number of really good at bats today. I was wondering about Tatis's at bat before Manny, and then you go into Manny's unleashing one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought the bat quality yesterday was really high as well. Not as much as show for it. Again, a bat quality fantastic. You hit the nail on the head, Ace, with Toddy getting it started even in the first inning, and then later a tremendous at bat, and then Manny does his thing, puts a beautiful swing on it to give us a little bit of cushion there for sure.
You obviously. It's the postseason. You rode your relievers today. What did you think about the way that Moron doing more than he'd done, Miller, Suarez?
Yeah, I mean, clearly they were tremendous. Back against the wall scenario. I'm sure we'll get to Dylan, but Dylan deserves a lot of credit to get it to where he got to. And then Adrian came in and was outstanding. I mean, really just fantastic. And really had a good idea. We wanted to take him through from Armstrong through Tucker. The key to that was the efficiency of it. Adrian's been able to be very efficient this year. Clearly the outs help. And then Miller picked up right at Suzuki, and, he was fantastic to grab that seventh clean inning. And then, we were figuring out, and it's probably starting to get a little bit of a push, but gave him the benefit of the doubt with Bush. But he did a tremendous job. I understand from Darren, I think 8 consecutive strikeouts in postseason from yesterday as well. So that speaks for itself. Pretty impressive. 104. We like that. And Suarez was tremendous to bring it home. So it was a really nice baseball game on the Padres side. And both sides really. It was a good baseball game.
Megan.
Were you surprised that with a base open in that situation, they pitched to Manny?
Listen, I got my hands full with my own club. I can't be thinking about anybody else's strategy or not. So, we just think about managing our own club.
And then just a follow-up to your bullpen. Just what do you feel like collectively has been behind their ability to really shut down the Cubs lineup from top to bottom?
Well, I think it starts with ability. I mean, we got really, really, plus arms back there. And listen, I want to be able to elaborate on that because, if you're going to pitch in a big league, especially now, you're going to have a plus arm. We got fire coming out everywhere around this league. One of the separators for our group, the guys are in display today. Moron, Miller, Suarez, but also Estrada, Peralta, Morgan. Bradley shown that is the ability to trust their stuff and be aggressive. So, all these guys are really special with their arm talent, Moron, etc., Miller, Suarez. But the impressive thing about it is they have pitches, they're pitching, and they're not going to make a situation bigger than it is. And, that says a lot for them. It's a separator.
Go to the far left.
On those back-end arms, there are a lot of pitches today. Any limitations at all tomorrow or all hands on deck situation?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Moron and Miller have gone back-to-back days. Both got extended today. Moron's still efficient, but 33 pitches. Miller in the 30s for 2 games combined. I would have an expectation that all hands are on deck tomorrow. But we're also going to take their temperature and be smart. We got to value their careers as well. But we've only had 2 guys go 3 days in a row all year, and we've done it and saved it for these circumstances. So obviously in an elimination game, there's special circumstances.
Kevin.
Mike, it's kind of a cliche, a player like Manny in a big moment. That's what he's supposed to do. It's been kind of a grind for Manny for a couple months, but if you could just speak to him coming through in that moment because you guys really needed it.
Yeah, no, listen, he's Manny Machado. He's heading in a great direction. Historic direction in his career. I like the swings all the way towards the end of the season. He was starting to get his groove. I just like the way, including yesterday, including today, you just see him just be that nice and ease and just trying to put a good swing, not trying to do too much. And when Manny's in that spot, it's a lethal spot.
Vinny or Kevin, go ahead.
Besides your overall confidence in him, you talked about giving the benefit of the doubt to Miller against Bush based on what he did today, based on how he was going in that moment.
Yeah, just, I mean, he was going, I mean, he was around 25 pitches, let him finish it. Maybe Suarez just have a clean inning, the next inning. You knew he was towards the end. Stuff was still crisp, and, just a balancing act.
Vinny.
You mentioned Dylan. What did you see from him, and how valuable was he for you guys today?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because I thought Dylan was tremendous. Big stuff, crisp, going where he wanted to. Slider was where he wanted to go. Knuckle curve, the curveball was really, created some doubt too, and threw it all 3 for strikes. We knew in a 1-0 game that we were gonna, look to go the bullpen. The key for me, there was a couple keys, but the primary one was to start the 4th. Once he got, Happ and Tucker, it's like, all right, now we have a plan to be able to, he can take, Suzuki, and of course it's a double, and we did what we did with Carson, but to get to Moron in the lane that we liked him in, but he got us to that point, and he did a fantastic job. He had electric stuff.
Any last ones for Mike? Kevin.
Not to say that your job is easy. I know it's tough to do, but what Moron has done all year, including today, the efficiency, how much easier does that make it, where he tends to kind of allow you to decide when he's going to come out?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the, listen, when guys are efficient and do the job, it makes everybody look good, right? Let's don't kid ourselves. But no, I mean, he's been fantastic all year, and, we put him into, lanes, but he's, it's not like he fits in more of the lefty lane, but today it was like, all right, we knew he's going to grab Armstrong and then grab, Swanson and Shaw, and deal with Horner and a right-handed Happ. So we trust him with anybody, but his efficiency is really, it's what you put him out there for, but he rewards it.
All right, thanks.